said I didn't know that I was going to ever get paid for making videos. I have never thought about it. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and to my new subscribers. I am really so excited to have you all here. I hope you find this channel interesting, relatable, and engaging. Welcome to Thank you. Another story time of how I quitted my dream, or rather my career as an OAP. So I had my first degree in mass communication, and people who knew me from school, that's from uni, knew that I have this thing for being an OAP. Particular, that is, had always wanted to work in a radio house, but it has to be a pigeon radio precisely. If you're not Nigerian, you know that we Nigerians, pidgin is one of our languages here. Yeah, right. So I was particular. It has to be pidgin and it has to be a radio house. I wasn't concerned about TV or anything. I just wanted to work in a radio house. In my year three in school, we had the opportunity to go to media houses, that is radio houses, and do our internship there, which we did. But the radio house I did my internship wasn't a pigeon radio house. It was an English and Hausa radio house. So it wasn't as interesting as I wanted it to be, or the way I have always pictured it in my head. But maybe because I knew what I wanted, that's why I did not find it interesting. I'm not saying that my days there was not, you know, interesting. So my service year would have been an opportunity for me to work in a radio house, and I still did not, because I relocated from where I was posted back to a new place. So that was why. And then instead of a media house, I was taken to a school to teach. And while I was still serving, I guess this was like few days to like few months to our passing out parade. I remember talking to a very close friend of mine, and then she told me that, oh, she knew somebody that I can go and meet. So maybe he can help me since he works in a media house. When I got there, I met with the manager, we spoke. I told him I studied mass comm, and funny how on that day when I came, he was trying to record a radio drama. So he asked me to voice a character, which I did, and then I did it so well. And then he promised that if anything comes up, he was going to get back to me, because currently they were not recruiting, but it can come on anytime. So I should just be prepared. And I'm like, okay, this is an opportunity. So I left. So I finished NYSC in August 2022, and in March 2023, on this particular day, I think I was in town. Yeah, I was kind of busy, so I was seeing notifications. I had to check, and then I saw my friend tagged me to a post on Facebook for that radio house, for the media house, that, oh, they were recruiting. So I replied to her tag and mention on Facebook, and lucky for me, the boss, that is the manager, reached out to me. When he reached out to me, he told me if I could come now. I said yes, sure. So I headed to the studio again. So he now said I should record my demo, which I did, and then he said they were going to get back to me. So I did, and then I sent it. Well, I waited. I waited for that was I think this was in March. Yeah, this happened in March. I waited March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. I didn't hear nothing up until January. He asked me if I was ready to work with them now. I'm like, yes. He now said, okay, but I have to start as an intern before I become a staff. I said that was fine, because this is an opportunity I've always wanted. So now it's here. Why won't I? So I interned. I did for 1 week, first week, second week, and then they told me not to come again. Little did I know that the position I was interning for, that is where they were training me for, was for somebody that was getting married. She she traveled for her wedding, I think her traditional wedding rite or something. So she was not around. So it was when she got back that I was told that okay, I shouldn't come for now. They were going to get back to me, right? So I stopped going. I was waiting. There was me. I was still hopeful that okay, any moment from now they are going to call me back. They're going to call me back because what the manager told me was that that's my former boss. What he told me was that um this lady is leaving, so they want somebody to replace her, and they have to train me. Then I can be employed as a staff to work there because she's leaving as she's getting married. That was fine. But I waited January, I didn't hear anything. I waited February, I didn't hear anything either. I waited March, nothing. April, nothing. May, nothing until June 11th. Yes, I still remember. This was June 11th, 2024. That was last year. I was just at home and then he called me. I was like, I'm ready to work now, right? I said yes. So I was really excited. Now I'm not going to work as an intern, but as an actual staff, right? So I was so happy. But he told me he have to like maybe he has to like train me again for 2 more weeks. Then I'll start off as a staff, a proper staff. I said that was fine. So I started going to the studio. I was working. I saw how he did things. It was interesting. Like it was quite interesting because I have an experience. I when I was in uni, we had a studio, so I am familiar with so many things going on there. So it was not new to me, and it's something I've always wanted. So I was really so happy about it and the opportunity I I got. We started off first week, second week, third week after I have been trained, right? After I've gotten used to the whole system. Now I have been working, right? Not as an intern, but as a staff, according to what I was told. But I did not have an employment letter. Make it make sense. You're working, you have been employed, but you don't have an employment letter. How are you going to get paid? I understand that most media houses they owe so much, but then at least if I have an employment letter, then I have hope of getting paid. But I did not get an employment letter, so I kept asking for my employment letter. My boss kept telling me that oh they'll send it, they'll send it, they'll send it, they'll send it. 1 month passed, I didn't get anything. Second month, I was still working, no employment letter. So one day, I just sat. I'm like, oh, why am I doing this? Even if I'm passionate about it, why am I still doing it when I don't have an identity there? Yes, because I don't have an employment letter. That means I don't have an identity. Nobody knows me working there, but they just see me, but my name no dey record. So I thought about it. So I just sat one morning and then I sent a text to my boss in the morning and then I told him that when am I getting my employment letter? That my people at home are asking. Of course they will ask me because where are you working? How have they paid you? You are just going to work, you are not getting anything. So I messaged him. But he left me on red. He did not reply, neither did he call me back to check up on me, nothing till date about the job. He did not. So it's like over 1 year and have been meaning to talk about it for a very long time. And then whenever I think about it, it bothered me then. Yeah, I was really so sad about it because it was a job I have always wanted and now I've gotten it, but I don't have an identity. At least I even if I don't get the employment letter, I deserve an explanation. You cannot leave me on red. I was really pissed about that my boss left me on red for 1 year. Like I sent that message I think in August 2024. He did not reply, he didn't text back or call me back. Nothing. So that was I felt really bad. I felt really bad about it. That was how and why I left my dream as an OAP, something I have always wanted for a very, very long time. Like I saw myself doing so much as a pigeon OAP. And I remember then I used to make like hashtag of saying that, oh, I'm going to be one of the best pigeon OAP in my city. But somehow, maybe God wanted the best for me. In that month of August, that I got my first paid gig, that I got my first paid gig as a mobile videographer and content creator. Now, I have been creating videos for as long as I can remember, even when I did not have a good phone. That was as far back as 2020. I've been making random videos, just a day in my life, just videos. I just love making videos, but I did not think that it was a thing and I was going to get paid for it. Like people are going to pay me to make videos for them. I did not think, I have never thought about it. So it was something I was doing randomly and because I love to do it, not because of money or maybe I was looking to get paid with it, but because I just love doing it. That was why I started it. So when I got the gig around in August last year, she just messaged me and like, there's an NGO and they will need a content creator. They just started in my city and they don't have a content creator. And then I told her, me, I'm not a pro. It's just this my get ready with me videos, a day in my life, market blog, talking about my brand. Aside that, nothing else. She said I should not worry. That she believes with time I'm going to get better. I will never forget this. And this woman, right? I am so grateful to her and her sister. I'll always say it. I'm so grateful to her. There are sometimes I just realization will just hit me and I'm like, ah, if not for this woman, hey God. Like I'm so grateful for the opportunity. So that was how I started working with them. One disappointment, another appointment. After that first month that I worked with them, I made a video. They liked it. I didn't just sit there. I went for an upgrade. I upgraded my skills. I upgraded my videography skills. I was watching videos. I watched tutorials. I did so many things to be able to, you know, give people the benefit of doubt that I am good for this job. So all I'm trying to say in essence is sometimes we are sad about the opportunity we lost. And it is always something we have always wanted, and then we lose it. We are sad, we are unhappy, we are depressed, but God has better plans. Like I said, I didn't know that I was going to ever get paid for making videos. I have never thought about it. But God has his way of doing things. And somehow I have excelled in this career. Like I have done so many jobs. There are some said that I don't get to post, but they are good, they are clean jobs. I pour out my heart into it. I put so much effort and creativity into these things. My disappointment from my former job as an OAP, or why I actually quitted my, why I stopped believing in myself as an OAP led to me discovering that I can be something else and very good at it too, because it's something I look forward to doing all the time. Like now, I'm on YouTube. I mean, this is my channel. I can also do what I want to do over here. So, every disappointment is a blessing. I was disappointed in August, and then I was appointed still by God in that same August. So, things can just happen so fast. And I personally think that we should stop over worrying ourselves about things we cannot change, because God has and will always have better plans for us than we always want for ourselves. Here is the thing. I did not care about the money I was going to be earning as an OAP because it's something I've always wanted. I just wanted this career for myself. I just want to be happy doing it. I just want something I love doing and just want to pour out my heart to do. That was what I wanted, nothing more. And of course, if you are doing something to an extent you want to get paid, but that was not my goal or why I was doing it exactly, but because it was something I love doing. So I hope this story time inspires you that you have to take things easy with yourself. Don't overwork it, don't stress it. God knows exactly when and how He's going to bless you. It might come just after your disappointment, it might come a long time after a disappointment. But as long as it comes, then it's yours. If this is your first time coming to my channel and you love relatable story time, unfiltered vlog, this channel is a channel for you. Again, my name is Diane. I am a mobile phone videographer, a video editor, a creative director, a multifaceted creator, all in one. I am that girl for your job. So if this is the first time coming to my channel, please click on the subscribe button, share with your friends, leave me engaging comments in the comment section so my videos can go up. Thank you so much for staying with me. Until my next. Bye.